Chris had a strange habit, one that no one in his neighborhood could quite understand. Every night, while others tucked themselves into warm beds, Chris would quietly walk into his kitchen, open his refrigerator, and climb inside. He had arranged it carefully. A small pillow rested on the shelf, a bit of space cleared between bottles of milk and fresh vegetables, and just enough room for him to curl up like he belonged there. To anyone else, it looked uncomfortable, even crazy, but to Chris, it felt like peace. You see, Chris wasn't always this way. He used to live a loud, fast life filled with pressure, noise, and expectations. The world outside felt too hot, not just in temperature, but in stress, in chaos, in the constant demands of life. His mind never seemed to cool down. Thoughts raced, worries piled up. Sleep became something he chased but never caught. One evening, after a long and exhausting day, Chris absent-mindedly opened the fridge and just stood there. The cool air rushed over him, calm and steady. For the first time in a long while, he felt relief. Without thinking too much about it, he sat down, then leaned in, and eventually he fell asleep. That night changed everything. Inside the fridge, the world was quiet. No noise, no pressure, just a soft hum and a chill that slowed his racing thoughts. It became his escape, his little frozen sanctuary. At first, people laughed when they found out. "Chris, you'll freeze," they said. "You're going to turn into ice cream?" Others joked, but Chris would just smile and say, "Better cold and calm than warm and worried." Over time, though, something interesting happened. Chris started to change, not into something frozen, but into someone stronger. The cold space forced him to face himself. There were no distractions in that tiny fridge, no running away from thoughts. In that silence, he learned to understand his fears, his dreams, and the kind of life he really wanted. One night, as he lay there shivering slightly, he realized something important. It wasn't the fridge that gave him peace. It was the stillness. Slowly, Chris began to bring that stillness into his life outside the fridge. He started taking walks, sitting quietly under the night sky, and learning how to breathe through the noise of the world. And one evening, for the first time in a long time, Chris walked past the refrigerator and didn't open it. He smiled, turned off the kitchen light, and went to sleep in his bed. The fridge door stayed closed, but the calm he found inside it, that stayed with him forever.